Ladies and gentle freaks, welcome back to the I'm Literally Hazel Reacts channel. Today we're covering Kaiju number 8 of the game again. I'm sure you already see it on the side banner. You already saw it from the title and thumbnail. Gen Narumi, a new Gen Narumi. Specifically, Gen Narumi Future Sight with the #1 suit is here. Now, he is an attacker. I don't know why it says limited, because when I go onto the gacha, he's not limited. He's pickup. Wait, oh he is limited. Okay, chat, this is a problem. Cause spoiler alert, this Narumi really isn't all that, but he is limited. And to gatekeep a #1 suit Narumi like this, that's criminal. He's still slash and shot just like the other Narumi, and you know, of course, we're really covering the update today, and I'm getting off track, but you know, Shinanome's here as well. I'll swallow my pride, just like with Bakugo in the recent reactions and Shinanome. I swallow my pride. I use these 3 dupes to their advantage. I have her weapon fully duped. She carried me through the new mode. I apologize to Shinanome. I apologize to all Shinanome fans. I didn't know she was like that, but even with subpar gear, oh my goodness, did she carry me. Like, and this is what I had on her, bro. It was humiliating. I will never doubt Shinanome again, but if I do get her in my summon videos, I'm gonna still be just as pissed because I already found my use for her. Leave her in the trash. Back to the man of the hour. They want to update this game late as hell, bro. I gotta go to bed. It's about to be like 2 a.m. Limited Gen Narumi pickup gacha. Now, I wasn't going to make a summoning video, but then I just found out he's limited, so that that's not a great sign. I also think this is a little bit of a manga spoiler, but just because his eyes flash green and so do the eyes on his like suit, bro. Like his eyes do not flash green in the anime. We're not there yet. I haven't read the manga, so they probably flash green in the fight. You know, he probably is like, ooh, I can look deeper into the future, like some bullshit. He gets a power up within the fight. We're just talking about Gen Narumi as an attacker. He's you know, slash shot just like the original Gen Narumi, except this one is not AoE, or rather he's not adjacent. I love his design. I love his costume. What I do wish though, for the art at least, I wish that they made it black. Like, I love their creative liberties with this game because they end up looking better than the anime in itself, but this gray, I think it should have been just darker, just more black like his jacket, how it is in the anime. I'm not a fan of the gray look here, but suit looks cool. His kit, on the other hand, he looks really underwhelming as well, I will say. Let's go over it real quick. I did a first read through. This is a very good passive. He gets ult gauge charge rate plus 100% for 2 turns. I don't think first turn he'll have ult. I don't know what that means because it says ult charge rate. So either he gets his ult first turn, or no matter what you do on the second turn, he will always have ult, or rather after the first turn he'll have ult, and that's really good because this unit needs ult like crazy. The issue with this character, well, we'll get into it. A second passive, attacking a kaiju 80% or less remaining HP, crit rate plus 20%. This is really nice because if we go to his stats, we're around max stats right now, level 100. Everything's level 100. He has more crit damage than crit rate. So you'd think, oh, so you don't want to build a crit rate set on him, right? Yes and no. The crit rate set, which is the lizard type, I believe, it will get him, you know, to like the satisfactory crit rate amount. It'll get him to 50%, right? But since his second passive, all you need to do is get an enemy lower than 80% and he gets that 20% crit rate. He's at 52.2% crit rate and then 50 crit damage. So really, what you could do is, for this army, if you're going to summon for him, if you're going to build him, what you want to do is, if you're going to put a crit rate set on him, you kind of want the substat to be crit damage. So if you're going to put the lizard type, which is, you know, a crit rate set, you want the substats to be crit damage. You want to put crit damage right here. Although if you're going to build his crit rate, or sorry, his crit damage, you want the substat to be crit rate. And this one might even be better because before he activates ultimate, applies damage dealt for 25% for 2 turns. That's really good, especially since in the beginning of the match he ults pretty fast. You should be ulting your first 2 turns. Like, you know, that's fantastic. Why do I have so much armor type? Damn, 41, whatever. So yeah, if you build him with this set, you might want to get more crit rate. If you build him with this set, you want to get more crit damage. Either works. Me personally, what I would do is I would get this set, the crit damage set, because this crit damage bonus is just way more than a crit rate. And then just for the substat, I always roll for legendary gear, so I just get legendary crit rate. So that's so far as to building him. Let's go back into his character. And his third passive, each time he destroys a plate, it applies attack plus 4% to his unit, max 5 stacks. So 20% attack, just permanently. And that's pretty good because he is slash shot, so he is a plate buster. But in his kit, he also has a plate busting capability. Unlike the normal Genarmi, his skill 1 isn't a slash, it is actually shot damage. And then his skill 2, his combat skill, it is single target. And it deals slash and shot damage, 214% of this unit's attack to a single kaiju. And then when attacking a core exposed kaiju, he recovers 1 SP. That's really good in like the new game mode. I think it's what's it called? In large conquest, that's really good because you're breaking enemies' plates like crazy. It might even be good for the new Fierce Battle. Spoiler alert, Fierce Battle Arena Permanence got 15 more stages. I remember making a video where I was like, if they had 5, if they had 10, that's gonna be, you know, good enough. They added 15, bro. I didn't think they were gonna add 15. And his ultimate, it's a lot. So before he attacks, he applies seen through state to a single kaiju. What seen through state does, it is single target, by the way. After an ally attacks a kaiju in see through state 5 times, seen through will be removed and 3 plates will randomly be destroyed. That's 3 plates of any kind. That's either 3 elemental plates or, you know, maybe 1 elemental plate, 1 shot plate, and then like 1 other plate. It doesn't matter. Or if the enemy only has 2 plates, maybe it'll remove 2 elemental plates and then 1 slash plate, right? There's just 3 random plates will get destroyed. A stipulation of his passive, you know, one of the rules is attacks against a core exposed kaiju do not count towards the activation count. There is no plates to break on a core exposed kaiju. Third rule, if a new kaiju becomes seen through, the kaiju that was already seen through will have the state removed. So you can only have 1 kaiju at a time with seen through state. That really sucks because, like, bro, sometimes you just want to break like a bunch of kaiju's plates so that they don't have turns, and then you want to do all your core exposed damage. So this guy is kind of good for a boss, right? He's good for raid. He's good for big bosses. He's not really good for them small enemies. Specifically because his ult, you won't be able to min-max his damage. You won't be able to break all those plates unless you're just hard focusing a mini enemy. But at that point, like, just kill him, bro. But if you're hard focusing a mini enemy, you're gonna end up breaking those plates anyways. So he's really just like for big bosses. Follow-up skill normal, except it deals slash and shot damage. So it's a pretty good, but it's only to a single kaiju. Everything in his kit is single target. There's no adjacent, there's no AoE. His passive, after an ally attacks a kaiju in seen through state, it applies damage dealt plus 33% for 2 turns to the attacker. In the original recording, I said that this applies to Narumi. It is the attacker, and I believe the attacker, you know, is the person attacking the kaiju in seen through state. I don't think Narumi himself gets a 33% buff. You know, on-field testing is required. Although I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's ally, and it's not just Narumi. So really, he's honestly buffing your whole team 33% to anyone who attacks for 2 turns. That's really good. Back to past Hazel. If you guys ask me what my opinion is, I'm gonna be honest. He's limited, so that's an incentive in itself, right? But I don't know if you're really gonna see a summoning video for me because he's not all that. Like, I'll even go into the trial battle and show you what the seen through state looks like because it's fairly easy to understand once you see it. Yeah, he already has his ultimate gauge charge up rate, so he really doesn't get his ult on the first turn. Oh, he only gets his ult on the second turn. Okay, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot less good than I thought then. Okay. So, if you guys have keen little eyes, you can see after Gen ulted, there's this little like 4 light marker. I did not attack. Gen does his ult, and then this immediately appears. There's already 1. Now, you just build it up. One attack with Shinomiya, you can see it build it up right here. 1 attack, it goes to 2. We're gonna attack with Minase. From 2 goes to 3. From Ryo, we're going to just do a, you know, third attack. It doesn't count for multi-hit, right? Multi-hits just equal 1 turn. Now, just because it's full does not mean it activated. After it's full, the next attack makes it activate. So, you know, just to show off some big numbers, we're gonna ult with Ryo. You know it's full when it's shining green. Look at all the plates. He is going to break a slash and shot plate, but you see how there's 3 plates right here? They're gonna disappear. Watch this. Just like that. Now my problem is it worth it? Is it worth it for 3 plates? I don't think so. I don't know, bro. It's like he's very situational, right? I think he's good, but if this video gets 50 likes, I'll summon for him. He won't be going into general pool. That's a problem since he is limited, so you'll have to wait for his rerun to get him. But you're not missing out on much. I did forget to talk about his weapon though, so let's just go over that real quick. We're gonna do level 1 because most people, this is a limited weapon, right, on a banner. Most people aren't gonna get, you know, 4. No one's gonna pull this 5 times. It's super rare. Let's just do level 1, no dupes. This is a huge crit damage buff. So I'm gonna be honest, man, if you get his weapon, past Hazel took too long to explain. If you get his weapon, you can put the lizard set on, you can put the crit rate set on, and then maybe for a middle slot, you don't have to get crit damage or crit rate. If you have enough crit rate, if you have like 80%, 70%, you know, you're cool with that little leeway. You have a high chance of getting crits. You might want to go for ult charge rate. Each time the equipped unit attacks a core exposed kaiju, applies defense penetration rate 4% to the equipped unit, max 3 stacks. So he has permanent 12% defense penetration rate. Right, this isn't to one kaiju, but you do need to attack a core exposed kaiju. Now this dude, I wouldn't say he melts plates. His stipulation is that you only get the seen through state through ult. It's nothing else. No passive gives you seen through state. No second action. His skill 2 doesn't give you seen through state, and that's what I kind of I think to make this character good, I think you should be allowed to put seen through state on multiple enemies and get seen through state on other means, like maybe through passives or through his skill 2. I don't think it should only be his ult, and I don't think it should only be one enemy. But hey, maybe they're allowing us to skip character. Activates his second skill, combat 2, or his skill 2, combat skill, applies shot damage dealt 15% for 2 turns to the equipped unit. So he's going to be doing more, you know, shot damage. That's pretty good. His weapon is, honestly, his weapon's really good just for the crit damage. Like, level 1, 48% extra crit damage. That's nasty. That's cream worthy. And when you max at 21 shot damage, defense penetration rate doesn't go up by that much. This is nutty. Like, wait. Chill, y'all. Don't even say that. Don't even say nothing. Let's start talking about rewards. So, you know, I told y'all, fierce battle area, permanent. It went up to 15, right? Everyone got 15. Now it goes all the way up to 30. Since it goes up to 30, what are the rewards looking like? And I'm sure most, if not all of you, will be pleased. After stage 15, you get 200 dimensional crystals and 20, you know, whatever shields, 20 shields, right? Adding all of this together, it doesn't go up, it stays 200, but adding all this together, you get 3,000 dimensional crystals, 2 multis. I don't know what the shields equate to. I'm not doing that math. Y'all do it, you know, what 15 times. Do you know what? I'll just do 15 times. It's not even that bad. So you get 300 of these emblem of defense. Why these are good. Not only do you get 2 multis, but 300 emblem of defense is incredible because they updated the shop to where emblem of defense now gives 5 premium summons and 5 standard summons. So if you get 300, this is 150, this is 150. You can both pick these up, you know, half a multi right there. What if I told y'all there was a way to get a full multi though? That's where we go into Proof of Valor. I already bought it, but they just added 5 tickets, 5 premium tickets, and another 5 standard tickets. So with these 2 combined and these 2 combined, the premium and the standard, you now get a full multi that resets. So really good update. I appreciate it. So much content, so much rewards. The unit, it is skippable, so I am glad for that. If y'all think he's not skippable, let me know. You know, he's getting army, right? So people are gonna summon, but me personally, just because I want to save my dimensional crystals, I don't think I'm gonna summon. That is, of course, unless we get 50 likes on this video, then I will. That's pretty much everything for me. Let me know what you think about the update. Let me know what you think about the new units. Let me know what you're gonna do, right? You know, how are you gonna, if for those of you who are watching this video after you summoned, let me know how your summons went. For those of you who have done the permanent stages, let me know how those are. Are they hard? Do they require a lot of plates? Is that why Genarmi is here? This new Genarmi? Because I'm gonna be honest, even he's not a plate buster, right? I would call him a plate buster because, oh, he destroys 3 random plates. That's after you ult, and then you have to have 5 turns after you ult, bro. It's ulting, and then you do attack the Kaiju 5 times. No one is busting plates like that. He is not no damn plate buster. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for me. See ya!